in English. Hare Krishna. So Thursday, we have completed 5.18.15. Last verse was 15, which you took on Thursday. So today we will start with verse number 16 onwards of chapter 18. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Dado Jayamadire. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Ruttama Shloke Bhaktar Bhavati Naishtagi. Mugam Karodi Vachalam Pangum Langeyade Girim Yat Krupatapaham Mande Paramananda Madhavam Sri Gurum Dinadarinam Sri Chaitanyamesharam Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalagya Chashuru Milidam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthavidam Yena Bhutale Sem Rupagada Mahyandadandi Sapadandigam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Udavadagamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagarjadam Sagadarigodadanyadam Dam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Varjanasagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Saharnada Sri Vishakhanidamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagalpade Gopesha Gopiga Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Taptakanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhudale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nidhinamine Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Charini Nirvishesha Shunyavachate Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Swami Nityananda Guru Bajale Guru Khadada Jagada Swami Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Once more, welcome all devotees for our Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Hare Krishna. So we'll start with the verse number 16 onwards. Hare Krishna. Ativa Sulalita Gedi Vilasa Vilasida Rujirahasalesha Valoga Lilaya Kinjiduttam Bhida Sundara Bhumandala Subhagavada Vadanara Vidashriya Ramam Ramayannidriyani Ramayade Adiva Sulalita Gedi Vilasa Vilasida Rujirahasa Lesha Valoga Lilaya Kinjiduttam Bhida Sundara Bhumandala Subhagavada Naravindasriyaramam Ramayannidriyani Ramayade. Translation purport by His Divine, only translation. Okay. Translation by His Divine Grace Abhijarana Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. In KETUMÂLA-VARŠA, Lord KAMADEVA or Pradyumna moves very graciously. His smile is very beautiful, and when he increases the beauty of his face by slightly raising his eyebrows and glancing playfully, he pleases the goddess of fortune. Thus, he enjoys his transcendental senses. Translation once more. In KETUMÂLA-VARŠA, Lord KAMADEVA with Pradyumna moves very graciously. His smile is very beautiful, and when he increases the beauty of his face by slightly raising his eyebrows and glancing playfully, he pleases the goddess of fortune. Thus, he enjoys his transcendental senses.
Hare Krishna, Shri Babu. Thank you very much. Prabhu, there is no purport, so you can recite the next verse also.
Okay. So, next verse also we'll read.
Yes, Prabhu.
Five 5.18.17.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I read, Prabhuji?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Tad Bhagavato Mayamayam Rupam Paramasamadhi Yogena Rama Devi Samvatsaratsya Ratrishu Prajaprater Druhitrubhir Upatah Sutah Tad Bhakti Virupaste Idam Chodaharati Tad Bhagavato Mayamayam Rupam Paramasamadhi Yogena Rama Devi Samvatsaratsya Ratrishu Prajaprater Druhitrubhir Upatah Sujata Dabartrubhir Paste Idam Choda Harati. Scroll down, Prabhuji. Translation. Accompanied during the daytime by the sons of the Prajapati, the predominating deities of the days, and accompanied at night by his daughters, the deities of the nights. Lakshmi Devi worshipped the Lord during the period known as the Samvatsara in his most merciful form as Kamadeva. Fully absorbed in devotional service, she chants the following mantras. Translation once again. Accompanied during the daytime by the sons of the Prajapati, the predominating deities of the days, and accompanied at night by his daughters, the deities of the night. Lakshmi Devi worships the Lord during the period known as the Samvatsara in his most merciful form as Kamadeva. Fully absorbed in devotional service, she chants the following mantras. Purport. The word Mayamyaham used in this verse should not be understood according to the interpretations of the Mayavadis. Maya means affection as well as illusion. When a mother deals with her child affectionately, she is called Maya. In whatever form the Supreme Lord Vishnu appears, he is always affectionate towards his devotees. Thus, the word Mayam is used here to mean very affectionate towards the devotees. Srila Jiva Goswami writes in this regard that Mayam can also mean Krupa Prakuram, deeply merciful. Similarly, Srila Viraghava says, Maya Prakriti. Veera Raghava says, Maya
Prachuranatya
Sankalpena Parigrahitam It Artam Jnana Paryayo Tramaya Shabdaha. When one is very affectionate due to an intimate relationship, one is described as Mayaya. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura explains Mayam by dividing it into the words Maya and Amayam. He explains these words to indicate that because the living entity is covered by the disease of illusion, the Lord is always eager to deliver his devotee from the clutches of Maya and cure him of the disease caused by the illusory energy. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So, thank you, Mother. Thank you, Shikma Prabhu. Not qualified, but I am taking this as a service for my own purification, and I will try to share whatever my understanding. And devotees also feel free to share your understanding as well. So we are actually in the prayers offered by the residents of JAMBޫDVÍPA. So as we are discussing prayers for last week also. So there are 9 tracts of land in JAMBޫDVÍPA, and there are predominating deities in each varshas. So we already discussed 2 prayers earlier. Prayer to highest Sirsha by Bhadrashrava in Bhadrashrava Varsha we already completed. And also last couple of days before we completed prayers to Lord Narasimha by Prahlad in Hari Varsha. Today we are discussing about the 3rd prayer, where the prayers to KＡMADEVA by LAKŠMީ Devi in KETUMÀLA-VARŠA. So this is one of the tract of land in JAMBޫDVÍPA, KETUMÀLA-VARŠA, where the preceding deity is KAMADEVA and the prayers are offered by LAKŠMީ Devi. So we have discussed now, we are discussing today verse number 16. 16 Prabhupada has not given any purport. So 16 is actually highlighting about how Lord Kamadeva is pleasing Lord LAKŠMީ. She Goddess LAKŠMީ. Her name is Rama. So that 17 verse, how LAKŠMީ Devi is worshipping Kamadeva. So that is what today we are going to discuss. And today is also a very, very auspicious day called Mokshada Ekadasi, or we also say as Vaikunta Ekadasi. So today is something very special, that the Lord, the Vaikunta door opens. And it is believed that whoever enters the Vaikunta door on this auspicious day, on this Ekadasi, they get the chance to attain liberation, moksha. That's why it's called Mokshada Ekadasi. They attain these Vaikunta planets. So there is a belief like that. So everywhere in Lord temples, this special door will be open today to have the darshan. Like Rangana, Srirangam. I think same thing in the Kerala also, no, Prabhu, Padmanabha Swami temple. They open the doors, right? Same custom is there also.
In Tirupati also, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Tirumala.
So, yeah. So every Perumal temple, they have these special doors, and they open that.
Uttaradwaram.
Uttaradwaram. Thank you, Mataji. So they open these doors, and it is very, very auspicious to enter through those doors. And today is that special Ekadasi, Vaikunta Ekadasi, and we are calling this as Mokshada Ekadasi, that Ekadasi which has the power to deliver the conditioned soul, moksha, or to the lotus feet of the Lord. So on this day, we are discussing the prayers offered by Goddess LAKŠMީ Devi to Lord Kamadeva. So we are discussing today verse number 17, because 16 Prabhupada has not given any purport. So 17 verse, accompanied during the daytime by sons of Prajapati. So Prajapati, we know Prajapati means they are the progenitors of the mankind. So they are actually increasing the population. So during the daytime, Goddess LAKŠMީ is accompanying with the sons of the Prajapati. And who is Prajapati is mentioned within the bracket, the predominating deities of the days. So during the day and night. So day there are some predominating deities, and they are actually the sons of Prajapati. So Goddess LAKŠMީ Devi is accompanied with the sons of Prajapati during the daytime, with the deities of the day, and also accompanied in the night by his daughter. So day and night is actually with 2 different sets of deities were representing the day and night. And they are actually the sons and daughters of Prajapatis. So LAKŠMީ Devi worships the Lord during this period known as Samvatsara. So that name is actually known as Samvatsara in its most merciful form as Kamadeva. So Kamadeva we know Kupit. So it is very like beautiful form of the Lord. Kamadeva means the most enchanting form of the Lord is actually said as Kamadeva. So it is also like the daughter of Lord Krishna and Rukmini Devi. It's Pradyumna. It's called as Pradyumna. So fully absorbed in devotional service, he chants the following she chants the following mantras. So the mantras will start from 18th verse. So after 23, these prayers will go by Goddess Lakshmi Devi. Especially this mantra, following mantras, is actually representing from the verse number 18, where how she is worshipping the Lord KAMADEVA. So that will come from the following verse. So Prabhupada writes very beautifully here. From the verse, he is taking a word, Mayamayam. The word Mayamayam used in this verse should not be understood according to the interpretations of Mayavadis. Because straightly you cannot translate this verse as Maya means, one immediately we cannot translate as illusion. So Prabhupada explains that Maya means we know there is illusion. Maya means we know illusion. You already know that. Devi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratya. Krishna says in Bhagavatam 7th chapter. So we know Maya. Maya means illusion. So there is also another meaning of Maya. So this is a unique thing in the Sanskrit language. Same word can give different meanings according to the context it is used. So here Maya means not illusion. Here Maya means affection. Affection as well as illusion. So this word has two meanings. One is illusion as well as affection. So here the context used is not illusion. It is actually dealing with affection. So Prabhupada gives an example. When a mother deals with her child, affectionately she is called as Maya Maya. Maya Maya. Like that she is called because she is dealing with affection. In whatever form the Supreme Lord Vishnu appears, he is always affectionate towards his devotees. So the Lord may appear as Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana. In whatever form he appears, he always is very actually affectionate towards his devotees. Like Ugra Narsimha. Ugra Narsimha is a very fearful form of the Lord. When we see that, we understand it's very Ugra. But still for the devotees, they are not afraid to see the Ugra Narsimha form. They pleasingly offer the prayers, like previous prayers we saw how Prahlad Maharaj is offering prayers to Lord Narsimhadev. So that whatever form the Lord appears, he is always affectionate towards his devotees, and the devotees are not afraid of this Ugra form or something like that. Thus the word Mayamayam is used here to signify very affectionate towards the devotee. So here the word used in this verse is Mayamayam. Is not referring actually as Mayavadis like it is Maya. No, it is not Maya. It is actually referring to very affectionate towards devotees. That's why repeatedly we are always emphasizing that the Acharya's purports are very important. Otherwise, we may get misled. When we are reading so many scriptures, when we are reading so many instructions, so many things, eventually we will be confused. The Acharya means one who will take the essence of all the scriptures. Like we know now what we have to do when we have so many Upanishads, 108 Upanishads. We have so many Puranas, Sattvic Puran, Rajasic Puran, Tamasic Puran. Then we have Itihasas. Then we have 4 Vedas we have. So if you read all these without any Acharya's interpretation, we will be finally confused what to do. So the Acharya is like the Hamsa. Hamsa means when so many things are there, the Hamsa, swan will take only the milk. So the Acharyas take the essence. What is the essence? Krishna is telling in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 15th verse, Sarvasya cha mridi sannivishta matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarver ahameva vedyo vedantatvid vedavit eva chaham. So I am the compiler of Veda and Vedanta, and of all these Vedas and Vedantas, I am to be known by all these things. So the Acharyas take the extract that the Lord is to be known. We should know God and we should try to develop our love for God. That is the essence of all the saram of all Vedic scriptures. We may give so many details in so many verses, so many instructions, so many informations may be given. Now, like we are also reading now about this Vedic cosmology, about this planetary system. But ultimately, what is the essence of knowing all these things is to develop our love and affection for the Supreme Lord. So that is the essence. Now, how to do that? Also, the Acharyas explain how we can do that is by Sharavanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Mandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedam. So this is the goal. Sadhya is the goal and sadhana is the way to achieve the goal. So here, the word Mayamaya used is very affectionate towards the devotees. So Prabhupada quotes also Srila Jiva Goswami's references on this regard, that Mayamayam can also mean Kripa Prachuram. means deeply merciful. So there is another meaning now. Mayamayam. Before we saw Mayamayam means it is always very affectionate towards his devotees. Now second is through Srila Jiva Goswami's interpretation, Mayamayam can also mean that Kripa Prachura means deeply merciful. That is another quality. Similarly, Sri Veera Raghavas, another Vaishnava saying, Prabhupada refers here, Maya Prachuranatmiya Sankalpena Parigrihitam iti artha jnana paryayotra Maya Sabdaha. Sabda means that word, Maya Sabda. What is that word meaning? When one is very affectionate due to an intimate relationship, one is described as Maya Maya. So, this is another third meaning. Okay, affection, one is very affectionate due to an intimate relationship. Okay, that is also called as, referred as Maya Maya. We know when intimate relationship is there, the affection is expanding more and more. And again, fourth reference Prabhupada is given. First Prabhupada given already one is very affectionate. And second, he quotes Srila Jiva Goswami, that is deeply merciful. And third is quoting from Srila Veera Raghava, that is one is very affectionate due to intimate relationship, that rasa. Like we know that intimate relationship is by that 5 rasas, that Dasya rasa, Shanta rasa, Dasya rasa, and Sakya rasa, Madhurya rasa, and Vatsalya rasa, and Madhurya rasa. So this, when there is rasa between the Jivatma and the Supreme Lord, there is a kind of intimate relationship. In that intimate relationship, the affection is growing. So that is another understanding. And the fifth reference Prabhupada gives here, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains Maya Mayam by dividing the words into Maya and Amayam. So what is the meaning? He explains these words to indicate that because the living entity is covered by the disease of illusion, we are covered by Maya. That is what Maya. The Lord is eager to deliver, that is Amayam, deliver his devotees from the clutches of Maya and cure him of the disease caused by the illusory energy. So the living entity is covered by illusion. Devi Esha Gunamayi, Mama Maya. So Krishna says, from the beginning, from the Brahma Loka up to the Patala Loka, everybody is deluded by his illusory energy. So the living entity is covered by disease of illusion. But the Lord is always eager to deliver his devotee from the clutches of Maya. So how is the Lord delivering his devotees? Through Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, and personally also he comes down as every yuga, like he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna came 5,000 years before at the end of Dwapara Yuga. So like that he comes down, or he will send his representatives, or he sends some scriptures, through scriptures or through sadhus. He is always eager to deliver his devotees from the clutches of Maya and cure him of the disease caused by the illusory energy. So without scriptural knowledge, we will be bewildered by this world. We will not know exactly. We will always think that, as we discussed earlier also, as when we are born, we are always thinking this world is for my enjoyment. Everybody from childhood, whether we are a Christian or Hindu or Muslim, we are always thinking that we are actually, everything is meant for my enjoyment. But the scriptures give us the knowledge that this is illusion, this is Maya. So we should not be entangled in this. Rather than trying to enjoy this world, we should know this is the property of the Lord and we should use it in the service of the Lord with love and devotion. Then we are coming out of illusion. So like that, the Lord is very eager to deliver his devotees from the clutches of Maya and cure him of the disease caused by the illusory energy. So this is from verse number 17, which is discussing how the Lakshmi Devi, goddess Lakshmi Devi is worshipping Kamadeva. And the word Mayamayam is very detailedly explained by Prabhupada by citing various references and by quoting different acharyas' commentary on this word. Hare Krishna. So if devotees have any questions or comments or they want to share their understanding, you are most welcome to do that. So we have some time, we can discuss on this if we need to have more explanation. Hare Krishna. Srimad Prabhu, if there is no discussion, we can go to the next verse, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Maya
Hare Krishna.
Mayam means he is God is towards devotees. He is having love.
Yes, yes, Mata. He is very eager to deliver. One is affection. We saw that the beginning is
another illusion.
He is always affectionate towards his devotee. That is also called as Maya. So first, Prabhupada explains the meaning with a material example. Like mother dealing with her child affectionately is called Maya. Okay, so then after the giving material example, then Prabhupada next goes to that. Similarly, the Lord is, as mother is very affectionate towards his child, similarly, the Lord is very affectionate towards his devotee. That is actually called as Maya. Very affectionate. Yes. Because we are not so much affectionate towards the Lord. So here it is actually referring to the Lord's affection towards his devotees. We are trying to cultivate our affection, but the Lord is already so much affectionate towards the Jivatmas, especially to his devotees.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I think we can go to verse number 18.
Yes, Prabhu. This is the prayers actually.
Yeah. Vimala Mataji reading or anybody else?
I will read, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, thank you.
5.18.18 Om Ram Hrim Rum Om Namo Bhagavate Rishikeshaya Sarvaguna Visheshair Vilakshitatmane Akutinam Chittinam Chetasam Visheshanam Jadipataye Shodasha Kalaya Chando Mayayanna Mayayamrita Mayaya Sarvamayaya Sahase Ojase Balaya Kantaya Kamaya Namaste Ubhayatra Bhuyat. Translation put by His Divine Grace is Bhaktivedanta. Translation. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Rishikesha, the controller of all my senses and the origin of everything. As the Supreme Master of all bodily, mental and intellectual activities, he is the only enjoyer of their results. The 5 sense objects and 11 senses, including the mind, are his partial manifestations. He supplies all the necessities of life, which are his energy and thus not different from him, and he is the cause of everyone's bodily and mental prowess, which is also non-different from him. Indeed, he is the husband and provider of necessities for all living entities. The purpose of all the Vedas is to worship him. Therefore, let us all offer him our respectful obeisances. May he always be favorable toward us in this life and the next. Purport. In this verse, the word Maya is further explained in regard to how the Lord expands his mercy in different ways. Parasya Shaktir Vividhaiva Shruyate. The energies of the Supreme Lord are understood in different ways. In this verse, he is described as the original source of everything, even our body, senses, mind, activities, prowess, bodily strength, mental strength, and determination for securing the necessities of life. Indeed, the Lord's energies can be perceived in everything. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 7.8, Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya. The taste of water is also Krishna. Krishna is the active principle of everything we need for our maintenance. This verse, offering respectful obeisances unto the Lord, was composed by Rama, the goddess of fortune, and is full of spiritual power. Under the guidance of a spiritual master, everyone should chant this mantra and thus become a complete and perfect devotee of the Lord. One may chant this mantra for complete liberation from material bondage, and after liberation, one may continue to chant it while worshipping the Supreme Lord in Vaikuntha Loka. All mantras, of course, are meant for this life and the next life, as Krishna himself confirms in Bhagavad Gita 9.14. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavritaha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, the great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. A devotee who both in this life and the next chants the Maha Mantra or any mantra is called Nitya Yukto Pasaka. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So next verse actually, yes, Prabhu, Shikmar Prabhu.
No, it's I mean, very
Yeah.
real prayer.
Yes. So same like we saw that Narsimhadev prayer. Like previous time we saw
Yes,
where
yes.
Prahlad Maharaj saying Om Namo Bhagavate Narsimhaya.
Yes,
Same
yes.
here, Om Namo Bhagavate Rishikeshaya.
Green fruit.
Sarva Guna Vishesha. So this is more than a verse actually. Prabhupada is quoting, this is a mantra actually.
Mandara.
Because
Yes.
you see that word coming Om, Ram, Sim, Om, Om Namo Bhagavate Rishikeshaya Sarva Guna Vishesha. So this is a mantra actually. And also simultaneously it's also a prayer. And she chants a following mantra. That's in previous verse itself. It is Prabhupada writes the following. And she chants the following mantras. Like that in the translation itself there. Where Sukadeva Goswami is telling that Lord Rama Devi, Goddess Rama Devi, she's chanting this mantra actually. This is mantra. So as mantra, first she is offering the prayer, respects or obeisances to Lord Rishikesha. You know, Rishikesha means the controller of all senses. Rishikesha. Isha means controller. Rishik means senses. Controller. So let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because all the prayers starts always like this, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So like that here, Om Namo Bhagavate Rishikeshaya. So Lord Rishikesha, the controller of all my senses. So Rishikesha, we already understood. Isha means controller. Rishik means senses, the controller of all my senses. And also the origin of everything. Sarva Karana Karanam. As the Supreme Master of all bodily, mental and intellectual activities, he is also the Supreme Master of all bodily, mental and intellectual activities. Because in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we understand that how Krishna is controlling all the bodily activities. Like he's telling, I am the fire in the digestion, you know, like whatever we eat. So in the bodily ways also, Krishna is supporting as a fire in the stomach for digesting whatever the 4 types of food we eat. So bodily strength also we get. Krishna is telling, I am Tejas, Tejas Vinam Aham. Whatever Tejas we see, and I am the ability in man. Whatever the ability we have to perform, that ability comes from Krishna. This is all there in Bhagavad Gita. Mental and intellectual also, telling Sarvasya Chamriti Sannivishto, Matta Smritir, Jnanam Apovanam. 3 things come from me. Knowledge, remembrance, and forgetfulness. So knowledge is actually part of the intellect, and mental is remembering and forgetfulness. So this all actually coming Sarvasya Cha Mridi Sannivishta Matta Smritir Jnanam Apovanam Cha. 15.15 Bhagavad Gita. And he is the only enjoyer of all their results. So you know that Bhuktaram Vijana Tapasam. So I am the enjoyer of all this Yajna and Tapas. The 5 sense objects and the 11 senses. So 5 sense objects we know about the Panchendriyas. 5 sense objects, that is Rupa, Gandha, like that, you know, smell, taste, and all those things. These 5 sense objects. And 11 senses we know, 5 Karmendriyas, 5 Jnanendriyas, and 1 including the mind. So these 11 senses together are his partial manifestation. It is a manifestation of the partial, not full, partial manifestation of the Supreme Lord. Especially here it is referred to Rishikesha. He supplies all the necessities of life. We know that very famous verse Prabhupada always quotes that Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman. Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman means he is supplying whatever we need, not only for human beings, for animals, for whatever Jivatmas present in this material world, the complete Brahmanda. He is supplying all the necessities. Like we are supplying the necessities for our family. Like we are calculating how much is required, grains, how much pulses, everything we are calculating at the beginning of the month, and we are supplying to our family. But who is ultimately supplying to us? The Lord is calculating towards all the Jivatmas present, and he is supplying. Like the government, Prabhupada says the government is putting budget for the country, like for meeting the demands of the citizen. But the government is not actually calculating budget for the animals. They are in the forest. The government is only calculating for the citizens who are living in the villages, towns, like that. But Prabhupada is saying, who is calculating the budget for all the Jivatmas? There are innumerable living entities within the forest. Every forest, if you go, there are millions and millions of ants, thousands and thousands of elephants, beasts, animals, reptiles. So who is supplying food for them? Actually, the Lord is supplying food. And Prabhupada also says, like, to feed one elephant, it needs lakhs and lakhs of bees every year. But Lord is feeding for thousands and thousands of elephants in the forest. So he supplies all the necessities of life, which are his energy, and thus non-different from him. And he is the cause of everyone's bodily and mental prowess. So he already says that he is the ability in men. Tejas Vinam Aham, which is also non-different from him. Because from the Lord's perspective, from spiritual perspective, the Lord and Lord's energy is not different. Like same example, sun and sun energy. The energy, sun energy is same powerful like the sun. So it is not different from him. Indeed, he is the husband and provider of necessities for all living entities. Why the word husband is used? Because in Vedic culture, the husband is supposed to provide all the necessities for the family. Nowadays, both husband and wife, they are working and they are providing the necessities. But the earlier Vedic culture is that husband, they used to travel to different places. The wife will be in the home, taking care of the children. The husband, they go, sometimes they travel overseas also, for trading. And they come after 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, but they will bring wealth with them. They do some business, trading, exchange, spices or something, exchange like that. And they will meet the demands of the family. So that's why he is called as a husband, because he is providing necessities for not only for one family, for all necessities of all living entities. Already we saw that verse actually. Nityo Nityanam Chetanam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman. Eko means one person. Bahunam, many living entities. Bahunam, Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman means he is fulfilling the desires of innumerable living entities. One person, he is the husband and the Supreme Lord. And the purpose of all Vedas is to worship him. Vedescha sarve aham eva vedyo. Vedanta krit vedavit eva chaham. So the purpose of all this, we are reading Vedas. We are reading the scripture. We are reading all these Upanishads. The purpose of whatever we are reading, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, what is the purpose? Is to worship him. Manmana bhava mad bhakto. Therefore, let us all offer him our respectful obeisances. Like that, Lakshmi Devi is praying. Therefore, because he is providing all our necessities, he is a nourisher, he is a protector, he is the ability, so let us all offer our respectful obeisances. And also, may he always be favorable towards us in this life and the next. So not only this life, as per our Sanatana Dharma, the living entity is always, only the body dies, but the soul will take another body. So the goddess is praying that not only he will be favorable in this lifetime, also in the consecutive lifetimes, let us pray that he will be always favorable towards us. Like that, this is a very, very powerful mantra offered to the Lord Rishikesha by Lakshmi Devi. So we'll go to the purport. Srila Prabhupada gives more elaborate description of this verse. In this word again, Maya is further explained in this regard how the Lord expands his mercy in different ways. So the previous verse also we saw the same word where Prabhupada gives different references from various quotes from various acharyas. Further, he is explaining this single word. So one thing we can understand, see one word, how much meanings are there. Only one word, Maya. Is further explained in this regard how the Lord expands his mercy in different words. So Vishnu Puran, this verse is there. Parashri Sakti Vividya Shriyate. This is quoted in Vishnu Sahasranam, in Vishnu Puran by Parasramuni. Parasramuni is father of Vyasadeva. The energies, what is that meaning? Parashri Sakti Vividya Shriyate means the energies of the Lord are understood in different ways. So there are innumerable energies of the Lord. That's called Parashri Sakti Vividya Shriyate. But again, these innumerable energies are coming under three categories. We know that. That is, one is marginal energy, one is Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, and Tatasa Shakti. Antaranga Shakti means spiritual energy, Bahiranga Shakti means material energy, and Tatata Shakti means marginal energy. The energies are multiple, innumerable, but they are classified under these three categories. In this verse, he is described as the original source of everything, even our body, senses, mind, activities, prowess, bodily strength, mental strength, and determination for securing the necessities of life. So basically, the Lord is at the background of everything. Indeed, the Lord's energies can be perceived in everything. How we are perceiving the Lord's energy? Prabhupada is quoting from Bhagavad Gita 7.8. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasi suryayo pranava sarva vedeshu. Like that, there is a verse in 7.8 where Krishna is saying, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. The taste of water is also actually Krishna. So one way we can always remember Krishna, Prabhupada says that when you are tasting water, when we are thirsty, when we take a glass of water, we feel so much pleasant. That taste, we feel the taste, especially when you are in summer outside and we are coming. If you sip a glass of water, it is so taste. And we feel that so much happy when we are tasting that water. So that taste is actually Krishna. And Krishna is the active principle of everything we need for our maintenance. So we know that we should always remember the Lord and never forget Him. So every time we take water, if we remember the Lord, that is also one of the powerful ways how we can develop spiritually. These words offering respectful obeisance unto the Lord, composed by Rama. So we know even for the Mahavishnu is expanding into millions of universes by his exhalation. Then he is expanding his second expansion. We see Mahavishnu is expanding as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, we can see also Lakshmi Devi is sitting and massaging. And there we can see this Mahavishnu, Rama Devi, Lord having a consort, Rama. Here, same way, this verse offering respectful obeisance to the Lord was composed by Rama. The Rama is goddess of fortune. Ultimately, all the goddess of fortune, they are expansions of Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani expands first as Gopis. Then again, you can see further expansions, Manjaris, like that, coming Durga Devi, Rama Devi, like that. All expansions, the origin is same like Krishna is the origin. For all the feminine form of the Lord, Srimati Radharani is the origin, the goddess of the fortune, and is full of spiritual power. Under the guidance of spiritual master, everyone should chant this mantra. So this mantra means same mantra which we chanted now. Om from Om Namo Bhagavate Rishikeshaya. So and thus become a complete and perfect devotee of the Lord. One may chant this mantra for complete liberation from material bondage. So we should note all these mantras separate notebook. And sometimes we can recite these mantras also, so that we will get the mercy of the Lord very easily. Because Prabhupada is recommending this one. One may chant this mantra for complete liberation from material bondage. And after liberation, one may continue to chant it while worshipping the Supreme Lord in Vaikuntha Loka. So once after liberation, the devotee reaches any of these planets in the spiritual abode. One is Vaikuntha Loka. If you go to the Vaikuntha Loka also, this mantra can be, because it is offering to the Lord. It can be chanted there as well. All the mantras, of course, are meant for this life and next life. So Vaikuntha Loka also, there is active life, you can understand. Because Vaikuntha Loka also, people are actively engaged in worshipping the Lord. That's why here said that while worshipping the Supreme Lord in Vaikuntha Loka means what is the activity in Vaikuntha Loka? We are constantly engaged in the service of the Lord with full of bliss. And how we are engaged? By chanting specific mantras, by offering paraphernalia to the pressure of the Lord. Like that. All the mantras, of course, are meant for this life and next life. As Krishna himself confirms in Bhagavad Gita 9.14, very famous verse. Satatam kirtayanto ma. Satatam means always. Kirtayanto means glorifying. Ma means Krishna. Yatanchasta dradavrata, with full determination. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya. This is the duty, or this is the function of the devotee. He is always offering the obeisances. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya, my devotee. Nitya yukta upasate. He does this worship eternally, always chanting my glories. Enter Satadam Kirtanam, endeavoring with great determination. Yatantascha dradavrataha, bowing down before me. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya. The great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. Nitya yukta upasate. A devotee who both in this life and next chants the Mahamantra or any mantra is called as Nitya. Nitya means eternal. Yukta means engaged. Yukto pasaka. So Nitya means Nitya Yukta upasate. Same thing is Prabhupada is writing Nitya Yukto pasaka. So this is the very powerful mantra where Prabhupada recommends that we can all recite Om, Rum, Hrim, Prum, Om, Namo, Bhagavate, Rishikeshaya, Sarva, Gunai, Visheshe, Vilakshita Mane, Akutinam, Chittinam, Chetasam, Visheshanam, Chadipatte. Sodaksha Kalaya Chando Maya Yan Anna Maya Duta Mayaya Sarva Mayaya Sahase Ojase Balaya Kantaya Kamaya Namaste Ubhyatra Bhuyat. So this is a very powerful mantra, but very difficult to pronounce and very difficult to memorize also. That's why our mantra is there. Very easiest mantra is this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Acharyas give the easiest way actually. We chant regularly. That's same Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare. By chanting this mantra also we can. As Sukadeva Goswami says in the end of the Bhagavatam, in this Kali Yuga, there is ocean of falls. Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna. Not that one, that another verse actually. Kaler Doshe Nide Rajan. Asti Eko Mahan Guna. One good quality in this age of Kali is Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Parambrajet. So by chanting this, Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashana. Pranama Dukkha Samanas Tam Namami Harim Param. So by chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra also, you will get the same result. So here, this is respectful Lord Rishikesha, Sarva Gune Vishesh, here is the Supreme Master of all bodily, mental, intellectual activities and only enjoyer of their all results. So like that, Sahase, powerful, Sarva Mayaya is all pervading, Amrita Mayaya, who awards eternal life, Anna Mayaya, the maintainer, supplier of all necessities of life, Ojase Balaya, supplies strength to the senses and body, Kantaya, is the supreme husband or master of all living entities, Kamaya, and supplies all necessities for the devotees. Namaste, Ubhyatra Bhuyat. May you always be favorable towards us in this life, the next, like that. Very wonderful mantra. The goddess of fortune is offering to Lord KAMADEVA. Hare Krishna. So, devotees.
Thank you, Guruji. I think one or two Madajis or anybody can chant, read the sloka.
Yeah,
Verse,
at least
mantra.
we can hear.
Yes.
Little complicated sloka, but whoever is very familiar in reciting Sanskrit, they can recite that. Hare Krishna.
Okay. I will read Guruji once.
Please, Prabhu. Yes, please.
Om Hram Hrim Hrum Om Namo Bhagavate Rishikeshaya Sarva Guna Visheshairvi Lakshitatmane Agudinam Chittinam Chedasam Visheshanam Chadipadaye Padaye Shagalaya Chando Mayayanam Maya Mayamrda Mayaya Amrda Mayaya Sarva Mayaya Sahase Ojase Belaya Kandaya Kamaya Namaste Ubhayatra Bhuyat. Thank you, Guruji. Anybody want?
Very nice.
Resha Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
Krishna. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Om Namo Bhagavate Rishikeshaya Sarva Guna Vishesher Vilakshidamane Akudinam Chittanam Chedasam Visheshanam Chadipadaye Shodasha Kalaya Chando Mayayanna Mayayamrita Mayaya Sarva Mayaya Sahase Ojase Belaya Kandaya Kamaya Namaste Ubhayatra Bhuyat. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Okay, anyway, it's time up now. Krishna, anything? Any doubt?
Anybody wants to recite this mantra? Anybody wants to recite? They can recite and then we can.
Yes. Very powerful mantra.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we give an exercise, Prabhu, to memorize this verse, and you can ask them. The previous verse was little easy. That one lot of Om Namo Bhagavate Narsimhaya Namaste.
Yeah. That was little
So this is second one.
By hearted, Guruji. I see.
No, Prabhu. But that is familiar for us. We are many times reciting that verse.
Yeah. The words which are coming in
Vajranaka, Vajradamshta. Yes. I think in our Narshima Kavacha also it will come.
It comes. Okay. Anyway, very good.
Anybody would like to recite? Hare Krishna. Okay, Prabhu. So if there are any questions, we can take. Otherwise, we can wind up the session, today's session.
Yes, Prabhuji, I think.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, coming and enlightening us.
Hare Krishna.
So we are lucky. So
we are lucky because of Prabhupada's purpose. Otherwise, difficult, Prabhu.
Yeah, that also. Plus, I mean, Prabhuji's, last 2-3 days holiday also, no? So we got 4 days Prabhuji's continuous service. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very much. Okay, I think Prabhuji.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So today evening there will be Chaitanya Charitamrita class as usual.
The class will be there.
7 p.m. Yeah, local time 6:30 and India 9 p.m. So requesting whoever is free to join.
9:30, Prabhuji. 9:30, no?
Yes, Prabhu. 7. They are correct.
7
7.
o'clock.
Yeah, correct. 7 to
8 and 9:30 Indian time.
Yes.
Devotees are requested to come and hear the class by Prabhuji. Wonderful class. So make use of the chance available. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. So we chanted 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Shivana Prabhuji as well as all the devotees present today for everybody's spiritual progress. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare